which I guess because he's so freaking old, he has to get all the time.
She loves torturing that man, doesn't she?
So listen, here's how the show goes. Listen, they start the show, and Regis says, well, I'm a big shot, and I went to see Saving Private Ryan. And he goes, so, what's new with you? And she goes, we had a very quiet night in our house last night. And he goes, whoa, a quiet night? What was happening? Tell us. And then she goes, and you know that this is premeditated on Kathy C's part.
Absolutely.
She's a bad actress. She sits there and she goes like she's agonizing over this. She goes, I don't know if I should talk about it. No, you know what? We've got the kind of family that talks about these things.
Yeah, of course.
Right, and Regis goes, what? And then she says, with great glee, Frank had to go in this morning for his colonoscopy. And then she spends the next 10 minutes
talking about it,
discussing the procedure.
And what he had to go through the night before.
Right, and Regis says something like, did he have to drink that stuff? You know, the stuff that cleans out your insides?
Yes.
And she says, oh, yes, he did. And now they come in different flavors. She's obviously loving the fact that this doctor is ramming a stick up Giff's ass.
Any excuse to torture the man, anything. After the Susan Johnson incident, she will torture him, and what can he do? He can't say anything about it.
He bends over. I hope Susan Johnson was good. I hope she was worth it.
So you picture that if Giff says, hey, honey, listen, I'm really upset about you talking about that. Oh, well, maybe you should go have another affair, Frank.
Maybe I'll just call Dr. Assology. What would you think about that, Mr. Gifford?
She talked about it, I tell you, for 2 hours. She talked about my colonoscopy.
You know what? There's probably a speed dial on their phone. Whenever he pisses her off, she just walks to the phone, presses 5. Dr. Assology? Yes, it's time. I'm here. This is Kathy Lee Gifford.
Give the football player the probe, won't you, please? Thank you.
Cody, Cassidy, Daddy has to have a giant stick run all the way up his butt today. You know why? Because Daddy did it with a secretary.
And Daddy's still paying for it.
Oh, that poor guy.
Yeah, it's tough.
Poor Giff. I vacillate on that so much. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I think what he did, totally wrong. Then sometimes I think, I can't blame the guy.
Yeah, rough year for Giff. Very rough year. He was set up and kind of frustrating, and she played the martyr. And now, if any of that stuff is true about when she has her stage shows and she sings to him, you can't hide your lion eyes. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
Imagine that. And he has to have that thing rammed up his butt.
No!
And she goes on national TV and describes it with great glee.
Oh!
With an obvious joy. Hey, listen, hold on. Soul singer that you like. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there going, what?
Barry White.
What are you talking about? And right, it was Barry White.
He does same thing. It's a version of the same kind of thing, really.
This is the Barry White song, Never Gonna Give You Up, done by Cake. You know that group that did, he's going the distance, he's going for speed.
Because I've got to keep you pleased in every way I can.
Oh, how long until our big Barry White birthday show? I love playing our Barry White tapes. We have a whole collection of them.
I think nobody plays tapes of Barry White better than you do.
Oh, well, that's when we're mixing the fart sound effects. Don't forget, we've also got the Barry White outtake reel now.
That is, I think, one of the funniest pieces of tape where he gets angry when he's doing a recording session.
It's searching for right here, my dear. I don't no more. And
you're looking so good.
Oh, you look too good.
Too good. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, Don.
Cher's hair is falling out.
Oh, man, she's looking too good.
I got the headline right here. Exclusive. Top doctor bears the bald facts about superstar.
Wow.
Cher's hair falling out.
But every now and then the man would come around and pull my hair out.
There's the way she was.
Right.
And here's the way she is today. The star's shocking hair loss was obvious in this picture snapped 2 months ago.
Look at the way they do those pictures. The way the tabloids take a picture and they
That's fantastic.
That is so funny.
Oh, that's good. Oh, and about my son, he is away at this science camp thing.
Right.
And last night when he called us, he told us that they had spent most of the day dissecting a hog.
Wow.
And
that's like real serious. That's not a frog, that's a hog.
He had taken a camera in there with him.
Right.
And he took pictures. He said that there was a big balloon-like thing that was in the cow's stomach.
And the hog, you mean the hog stomach?
Yeah, the hog stomach, I'm sorry. And that somebody popped it. And when they popped it, that, like, the fillings
The leavings?
All went out all over the place. And it smelled bad. He said, Dad, a couple of kids threw up, and a bunch of people had to leave the room.
Well, hey, so he's having a blast.
Oh, he loved it.
Wow.
He absolutely
really,
loved it.
In all seriousness, if he's in that situation where that doesn't bother him, that kind of thing, that means that that's one
means
of the
he's my son.
Yeah, but it's also one of
means he's had lots of training driving the car with me on long, hot summer days.
And I'll tell you something, it's early on, it means that he would be cut out for that line of work, because right away, there are a lot of those med students, they get to that point where they do the dissecting and they see the bodies, and bingo, they're out of there because they just can't stand it.
I said with that smell and what he's seen, he could either be a veterinarian or a gynecologist. I'd be proud either way.
Well, that's great. So he's having a good time up there.
Yeah. Oh, I just read the story about Cher. I mean, I started to, I'm anxious to get back to doing the regular show, but we got to see.
We got to take care of business.
This wedding thing through. Now, Charles Rossi is here.
Yeah, he's in the green room.
Before we bring him in, here's more character assassination. This is Kim, who says her friend recently dated Charles Rossi. Lots of people have been calling in with not too nice things to say about Charles Rossi.
Now, is this the lady with the initial L?
No, K.
Oh, this is another. This is Kim.
Just, trying to give Charlie Rossi a leg up so that perhaps this is the same woman, but obviously it's a different woman.
Different gal. What did you want to say?
Well, I grew up with Chuck, and he just recently dated my best friend.
Yeah.
And he has a problem with staying in reality, guys.
All right, hold on. I'll let you talk to him. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to have to do an update here.
Okay.
Because so much has happened.
Yeah, a lot has gone on, ladies and gentlemen, since yesterday.
First, Susan called and said she wanted to marry a total stranger.
Right.
We found her, we were finding her a guy. We found her a guy. She backed out. She said she couldn't handle it. Then Tracy. Was Tracy the second girl?
Yeah, Tracy was Christy was the second
Christy
girl.
was the second girl.
Right.
She said she wanted to get married to a total stranger. Then she backed out at the last moment.
Right. Watch out, Charlie Rossi.
And then Christy. Is Christy the one from yesterday?
Tracy is the one from yesterday.
I'm getting the names mixed up.
And I'm trying to concentrate. I've lost all ability to concentrate because Charlie Rossi has made it into the studio.
Charlie Rossi, who wants to marry somebody. So listen, Susan, Tracy, and Christy, all these girls wanted to get married to a total stranger on the show. They all backed out. And now we're left with a wedding tomorrow and no one to get married, except this guy who has been faxing us every day, Charles Rossi.
Are you a real blonde guy, or is that dyed platinum hair?
That's real me.
That's real. I notice your hands are blonde, hairy hands.
Every hair on my body is blonde.
Listen, albino man, take off your sunglasses.
You got little rabbit eyes? No, you're just a blonde guy. Yeah.
Little blonde guy, blue eyes.
Let me see.
Little cross-eyed.
Okay, yeah, a little cross-eyed. Yeah.
A little bit cross-eyed. Right? Do you know a gal named Kim?
Yeah, I do know Kim.
All right, well, here she is. She wants to say something about you. Hello, Kim.
Hi, Chuck.
Hi, Kim.
I can't f- doing this. You're
Hey, I've known you for a lot of years. You've known how off the wall sort of I've been. And tell Cree I said hello. I did date a friend of hers.
She's listening to us.
Now,
Hi,
I tell you, you're all buddy-buddy with him now, but you were just about to assassinate his character.
No, we've been friends for a long, long time.
Well, see, he grew up throwing dirt balls in my face, and so it's
This goes back since
elementary school.
4 years old or something.
Yeah.
But Kim is a great girl. The girl I dated, Cree, is a great girl.
Cree?
We just weren't all as compatible as, I would have liked it to be, but I'm not sitting here bad-mouthing either of the two because they're great people.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was a mistake. I should have talked to Kim before I brought you in because she was ready to
I heard.
Well,
to talk about you a little bit.
Well, I'll talk about him.
All right, go ahead, Kim.
What were you going to
Go
say,
ahead, Kim.
What were you going to say, Kim?
Well, Chuck just has a hard time staying in the reality that the rest of us live in, that's all.
And explain that. What do you mean by that?
Well, he's very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Outgoing.
Sick in the head?
Crazy and unpredictable, and comes up with some pretty wild stories, and you never know which are real and which aren't.
Well, the fact is, I've got balls, and I'm here.
Yes, you do, that's for sure.
Have you had a problem with the truth?
No.
Yes, he does have a problem with the truth.
Give us a specific example where Chuck or Charlie. I almost turned
we
Charlie into Chuck and went Charlie.
Charlie.
All right, give us an example.
Give us an example. Well, you know what? There's so many of them, I can't narrow
not thick enough.
Listen,
You're not cutting it, Kim. You're not really cutting it.
I'm not cutting it.
No.
No.
Kim, our family's been friends for years. I think we should keep it that way.
See, and that makes me think that you're hiding something,
No.
Charlie Rossi.
Yeah, he is.
Let's see.
Well, then, hold on, Charlie. Kim, say what you're going to say.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one that's calling up to say this, and it's it's put up or shut up time.
Well, I don't want to talk bad, I guess. It's just...
jeez.
F you.
Yeah, really.
Just what I need. Another female who can't make a fist.
Yeah. Hey, let me say one thing about the girl who
Really? I mean, I'm starting to get it up to here now. You know,
Charlie, we're a little frustrated. It's been
Listen,
a long
I've been right
week.
with you.
are you like some
all
effing
along.
nut job? Are you a nut job, Charlie?
I am not a nut job.
How many times have you been married?
I've been married twice.
What
Only
happened?
twice, all right.
What
The
happened?
first time I dated 10 months and was married 8 years. Her name was Kim. The second time I dated for 3 years and was married a year and a half. I challenged both of them to call me up. They won't say nothing bad about me either. Kim or Amy, call and say hello.
All right, now you got a full-time job?
Full-time job.
You a successful guy?
Successful guy.
Okay, so you make a decent living?
Make a good living.
You ever been in jail?
No.
You killed either of your ex-wives?
Never killed anybody.
All right, never laid a hand on him?
Never laid a hand on them.
All right.
And I got 5 glorious sisters, about 12 nieces and nephews. My mom and dad live right around the corner. I was born and raised and went to school right here. And
I'll tell you, call me sick, but I'm rooting for him
Here I
already,
am.
Don. I'm sorry.
You.
I'm rooting for
Mike,
him.
you have rooted for every contestant.
I
I'd
know
like to
I
point
have.
that out.
I just want a successful marriage.
Charlie is a weird...
the secret to success is persistent.
Charlie is a weird, almost albino-looking guy. He has very, very white hair. He has rabbit-like eyes. Very pinkish skin. Appears to be of normal build.
Right.
Appears to be a bit unstable. I'll tell you that at my first examination. I'd say a little deranged. Well, I'm just calling it like I see it, Charlie. But listen, you want to get married to somebody tomorrow on the show.
Yep, and I'm not backing out.
I believe that, Charlie. I do believe that with you, unlike the other ones. I
Have
do
you,
believe that.
Charlie? Let me ask you this question.
Go ahead. Go
Have
ahead.
you ever had anybody like talk to you about stuff? You ever seen a doctor or anything like that? You know?
Nah.
No.
Never seen a psychologist?
Never seen a psychologist.
How about a psychiatrist?
Never seen a psychiatrist.
Never.
Let me
Okay.
tell you, you guys are behind me, so if you are, you're just as bad as I am.
No, we're not, Charlie. Let's clear that up right now. Don and I, too, happily married guy. We're simply trying to entertain the public.
Okay, let's see if anybody wants to marry you.
That one lady who called, Sue Machota, who said she went to both of my weddings?
Yes.
I went to both of her weddings, too.
Oh! Right. There was another lady that wanted to call to say stuff about you.
Sue
that-
Machota, been a friend of the family for years. She's a great girl.
If all these people are such friends of the family,
Yeah.
how come they all want to call and trash you?
Well, I haven't heard anything yet except that girl named Elle who berated her daughter in front of me and in a restaurant is the reason why I said, see you later, goodbye. I challenged her to call up and say she didn't. God damn.
You should go
She
with Jerry
berated
Springer.
her 4-year-old daughter like it was a 40-year-old man.
Really?
Sickening. And I'm a kid fan.
You should go on Springer, man.
I'm a kid fan.
He's
Hello.
a kid
I like
fan,
kids.
Don.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Go easy on him. Come on.
Oh, okay, Mike. I'm sorry. Since he's a personal friend of yours, I'm sorry. I'll cut him some slack.
You guys don't remember me in here with my whole family?
What?
My whole family was in here.
For what, Charlie?
When we had the dinner on the Mayflower van in the back of the building.
That was you?
That was me.
That
and
was
my
your
whole
family?
was here, yeah.
That was one of our many great gags
Hey,
a
that
couple
was
of years
a great
ago.
gag. That was fun.
Great gag. Hello,
He's a big fan of the show, Don.
Don and Mike.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi. I just started listening. What happened with Vince and Tracy?
I just went through this 3 minutes
I
ago.
know.
This is another lazy listener.
I'm sorry.
No more lazy listeners. You got to listen to this show.
I gave a recap. Can't you figure it out from listening? Tracy bombed out.
Right. She dropped out. She dumped him.
She dumped us,
And she dumped us. She dumped everybody.
which is why we're here with Charlie Rossi.
And you gave that recap under duress. You really didn't want to give that recap, did you?
And on the other line, prospective bachelor number 2, Jim Babbitt from the Mazda dealership. Hey, Jim, buddy.
Afternoon.
Jim is still also in the running to get married. If we have to, we're going to go down to the wire on this tomorrow with both Charles and Jim down here wearing their tuxedos,
Waiting for women.
waiting for a woman to marry either of them.
That's right.
But hold on there, Jim.
Okay.
Hold on, please. Okay. So, Charlie, what would you like to say to the prospective brides-to-be out there?
What I'm looking for? Petite woman. I'm not a big guy myself, 5'9", 180 pounds. Like a girl that looks good in a bathing suit. What can I tell you, Don?
Yes.
What can I tell you?
Hey, I don't blame you.
Hey.
buddy.
If I'm going to make this work, I'm going to get the one that I want.
All right, continue. Well, no, Charlie, listen. I'm going to have to pick like I was going to pick for everybody else.
I know,
And
but also...
at this point, we can't be picky. Like, if a woman calls in and says she will marry you, she's the winner.
Well, if you guys give me a thumbs up, 100,000 women will call in here.
If we give you the
Do you
thumbs
think
up.
I'm a 7.5 or more?
You're scaring me, Charlie. I'll be honest with you.
I give him an 8. Yeah. I give him a good solid 8.
Really, Mike?
I like Charlie Rossi. I do. Charlie Rossi's got balls.
You stand alone on that island right now.
I do.
The guy who dresses like a pilgrim is supporting me.
Okay, screw you. You just lost it. All right, there you
Hello?
go. He's a psycho, ladies.
Hello, we're not on the phone. I'm talking to you. What did you want to say to all of the women?
Come on down to the 10800 Main Street. Meet me. Let's get married tomorrow. 5'3", 110 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah, in your dreams.
Come on down. I'm
that's what you
37
want?
years old. I was raised with 5 great sisters. I come from a great family background.
You know what? Maybe you better give us your mama's phone number, and maybe you better leave the room and let me and Mike call your mama.
I don't mind you talking to my mother.
I think that would probably make a lot of people listening to the show feel a little more secure.
You talked to my mother on the phone a couple of times.
Really?
All right, we're going to talk to your
There
mom.
was a sequence of the 10 lies. I did the 10 lies on the show.
You did that too?
Oh,
And,
no. Are you a
I
psycho
won
fan?
that.
Are you like a stalker fan of
No,
the show?
no, no,
All
no.
right.
Oh, my God.
What
All right,
was my
listen.
mom?
Write down the number. Get out of here, Charlie. Go wait in the green room now.
He's trying to remember his mom's number. That bothers me right there.
He's thinking about it, Mike.
All right.
He's getting his glasses. Okay, Charlie Rossi. There he is, Charles Rossi. Husband-to-be. He's a weird-looking guy. I mean, he's normal-looking, but he's weird-looking.
He is normal-looking, but he has that stare.
Right?
He has that stare.
Here is one of Charles Rossi's friends. Here is Bob. Maybe someone who can say something positive about Charles Rossi.
Hey, other than me.
Bob? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, Don and Mike show.
Don and Mike,
Yeah.
don't waste that wedding.
Pardon me?
Don't waste that wedding.
What do you mean, don't waste the wedding? What is your point?
Well, you can't get anybody to do that. I've got somebody that'll marry me on that.
No, listen,
wedding.
we've had lots of couples call in who are already engaged who know each other, and while we appreciate the offer,
Well, see, I'm married, but we never got to have a wedding.
well, listen,
got the dress and everything,
you see
man.
this?
Come on.
Look at this. You know what this is? This is the world's smallest violin playing for you.
Yeah, the idea of this whole thing is to get a couple of strangers to marry one another.
And listen,
I know.
and
I'm just shooting in the dark.
If it ends that Charles Rossi and Jim Babbitt are both left standing at the altar tomorrow at 5:30,
Yeah?
That will be fine.
so be it. They will have a hell of a reception.
Absolutely. They'll have a great party.
Are they going to go on the limo bus together?
I don't know, sir. I don't know how everything's going to unfold. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hi.
Hi.
Where is Muriel when you need her?
Are you Muriel?
I could be. It's just not convenient right now. I guess you're not on the air in Australia, so...
Are you calling from Australia?
No, but that's where Muriel is.
What the hell are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about, lady?
I know Don and Mike have seen Muriel's wedding because
She doesn't
they
know
talked
she's
about it.
talking to us.
All right. And she was talking about a movie with a fat chick that likes ABBA.
Right.
I saw that movie. It sucked.
Muriel's wedding?
Yes. Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello. I'm getting an Excedrin headache now.
We're just trying to get a guy married.
Don and Mike show.
Don Mike?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if tomorrow, if you got Jim and Charlie left, Charlie could marry Jim, he'd be Charlie Babbitt.
Charlie Babbitt. Go to the big reception in the limo bus.
He's a good driver.
Get to know Charlie.
He's a good driver. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, the plot thickens.
We'll try one more. Hello, Don and Mike. Yes, Robbie, Bobby Boo.
Rossi's mom is not available until 6:15, but I have a number where you can call his stepfather, Kenny.
All right, good. Hello, Don and Mike.
Real important question, Don.
Yes.
Where's the reception?
Didn't we mention where the reception was going to
Yeah,
be?
it's
No, I didn't hear it.
Bridges Billiards and Grill.
Can we show up?
No, private party. Not unless you got a sister or something.
Okay.
Or a gift. Yeah, a gift.
Don and Mike show.
Yes, I want to speak to Don and Mike, please.
Yes, you're on the air. Hello.
Oh, I'm on the air.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. I was just curious about if you guys fly anybody in from California. I tried to call earlier regarding either one of those guys, but they said I live too far away.
Would you really fly out here and marry Charles Rossi?
No, not him.
Oh, really?
Would you fly out? Would you fly out to marry Jim Babbitt? Would you fly out to?
Is that the car sales?
Yeah, Jim Babbitt, the guy that works for Mazda.
Yeah, I don't think he's a car salesman, though.
Oh, he's not.
I think he works in their finance department.
Would you guys pay for my plane ticket?
Where do you live?
Actually, in Woodland, California, about 30 minutes from Sacramento.
Who is the celebrity you most resemble?
The girl next door. I'm an ordinary.
Listen, I'll tell you. Yes, we'd pay for a plane ticket, but if you backed out, I will kill you. I mean, I will pull an OJ on you. I am serious. I will slit your throat, and then I will beat up your boyfriend, and then I will go on trial, and I will be acquitted.
That sounds cool to me, but okay.
But really, I will slit your throat. I just want to make it clear this
I know
time.
you do. I know. I don't think you could make it any more clear.
I kind of sugarcoated it with the last three women.
That's right.
If you back out, I will take a butcher knife.
All right, I understand.
And you better stop making me these slimy,
sloppy eggs.
Well, let's see here. I have really nothing to lose. I've never been married. I'm 20.
A safe haven for right-thinking Americans. The Don and Mike Show.
Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara right here from WJFK in Washington, D.C. You're listening to our satellite-delivered show in Bakersfield. I thought you might like to know how much money Janine Garofalo makes before you go to lunch with her next week.
Yeah, to determine whether she pays or not.
And listen, I'm sure Janine Garofalo is really going to appreciate this. Some guy that works at a central payment office in Northern California sent all of the money Janine Garofalo has made for various movies over the last year.
Right.
Let's see. For instance, employee wages for the quarter ending. In June of 1997, she made, from Paramount, $194. From Universal, she made $10,723 in the month. That's all the money she had coming in the month.
Okay.
In September 97, she made $900 from 20th Century Fox and $6,000 from Universal. I mean, they shouldn't be sending me this stuff, right? The money that she's making?
Well, that's one source, too. That's one paymaster that she's that information's coming from.
Yeah, I mean, I realize that she probably makes more money, and I'm not commenting on the amount of money here, although, that's a good chunk of change. It's like, shouldn't this be somebody's private file? They shouldn't. I wonder if that's really her Social Security number. It's got her Social Security number up on top of the page.
I don't know. That's kind of weird. On the internet, with all the computers, you can do amazing things nowadays.
No, but this looks like it came from a business. This looks like this was something that a guy pulled up from his office. Doesn't appear to be something you got off the internet.
Calling the Employment Development Department.
Gracias por llamar al Departamento del Desarrollo del Empleo.
Hey, yo quiero Taco Bell.
To this recording in English, press 1.
Para escuchar este mensaje en español, marque.
Hello?
For information regarding your unemployment check, press 1.
Uncle Charlie?
To file a claim, or for information about unemployment insurance, press 2.
This is obviously the wrong phone number that I've been given.
Press 3. For information about job services, press 4.
Uncle Charlie.
For
Robbie
information
doesn't
about
like
filing a
custom.
claim, press 1. To file or reopen a claim,
I think
you
it's going
must
to be very hard to get to a human being.
Yeah, me
less
too.
than full time.
I'm pretty sure that's the wrong number, but look at all this stuff. This is not something somebody's just printed out. This is like someone's actual earnings statement, like you would get on a W-2 form or something like that.
That is exactly what that is.
Right? She makes some good money. For being in dog movies, she makes some pretty good money, man.
I'll tell you right now, after looking at that, I think you ought to make her pay.
According to this, in June of 97, she took in $11,000. September of 97, $7,000. December of 97, $141,000.
Oh!
And in March of 98, she took in $3,709. And this has employee wages for the quarter ending, the employer, the account number, and it's got Paramount, 20th Century Fox, Universal. And I see, this is her own business. She's incorporated.
Yeah.
And the name of her business is I Hate Myself. Right?
That's great.
I believe I've got all of the financial information on Janine Garofalo right here to make our lunch a very interesting one next week.
You bring that with you and whip that out right at the beginning of the lunch, and she'll really think you're a stalker.
Right. I go, hey, Wow, you made $141,000 in December of 97.
She'll leave.
And I've got your Social Security number. Hello. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Speak to us.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
We tried. Hello. Hey, Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Hello.
You are on the air. Who's this?
This is Rich.
Where you from, Rich?
Rochester, New York.
Rich, is your radio turned up?
Hold on.
Turn it down, please.
Big knob. Big knob. Turn it to the left.
It's off.
Good man. You've won the Gorditas prize pack from Taco Bell.
Viva Gordita.
See, that means you've won the wobbler, the thing with the dog for your car window.
See, with the Yo Quiero Taco Bell dog in the back. I'm always wearing his beret.
And you've won a Taco Bell Gordita every week for the next year. That is from our friends at Taco Bell.
Great, thank you.
Okay, listen, it's a lifestyle prize. Don't laugh at it, please.
No, I'm not. This is great.
But it really is a good prize.
I love you guys. I listen to you every day.
That's a Gordita a week for a year. If my math is not mistaken, that's
$1 million, Don.
52 Gorditas.
That is a serious amount of Gorditas.
And listen, you've also qualified for us to pay your rent or mortgage up to $2,500. That's courtesy of Advantage Title. We'll do that on tomorrow's episode. So the question now is, how much do you pay?
$1,000 a month.
We'd love to make that happen for you.
Yeah, what a great round number.
Please make sure you're listening tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
And don't eat all 50 Gorditas at once. Thank you.
I won't.
Hold on, please. We got to do a break. We're coming right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak.
Good afternoon. I'm Pamela Graham with your WPEK News. A man who is...
Don, you look so great on TV. I was just wondering if you're going to be on again tonight. I missed what happened, and I'm bumming.
You know, I know there's a lot of people that are actually enjoying the fact that every night we're on TV, it seems.
Yes, absolutely. That should tell everyone something.
No, tomorrow. Yeah, I wish someone would listen to that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, someone in a power position like...
Absolutely.
The Roop man.
Yeah, the Roop would, contact us personally and say, hey, there's something special here.
Hello, Don and Mike. This is Rupert Murdoch. Sugar makes tea taste good. I would like to give you a TV show.
Congratulations, boys. I saw the numbers. You guys are headed for the big-time TV contract.
What do you think I should do with the Dodgers? Listen, we're not on TV tonight.
To take his pill?
To go take his goofball pills to get more hepped up.
So he's pretty hepped up right now. Well, I think with him being hepped up, I'm dying to get him back on the show so we can hear the hepped up Buzz Burbank.
Told you, he's funny when he's high.
Yeah, especially with the privacy of his own home.
And I had an awkward moment with Buzz. I like Buzz.
I know you do.
I've been friends with Buzz for over 15 years. When I saw him in the hospital, he was in a delicate condition. He's, half his stomach is gone, for goodness sakes. And we shook hands, right? Today, when he answered the door...
His stomach. It's not half of his stomach. It's not gone. They took a little piece of his intestine out.
Well...
Half his stomach is gone.
Well, today he told me that underneath his shirt, he got a big hole in his stomach. And he said that all he's got in there is gauze and junk. I mean, I know the operation was on his colon. I know that he had a large portion of his colon taken out.
It just sounded funny when you said that. I mean, not funny. I wouldn't wish anything ill on Buzz, but half of his stomach. I think his stomach is intact, as a matter of fact.
I don't know, Mike.
Okay, doctor.
I beg to differ with you. Okay?
But you said you had an awkward moment with Buzz.
Yes, I did. Yes. And here's the awkward moment.
Okay.
It was that I thought the guy wanted a hug. Really? And I thought he wanted a hug twice. I thought he was like ready physically for a hug when I got there and we shook hands.
At his house today?
Yeah, at his house. He's back in his apartment.
The awkward moment happened today?
Oh, yes, today, right. Mm-hmm. What do you think, that there's been other times when Buzz has wanted a hug? No, this was today. This was this morning about 9 o'clock.
Okay, so you got to the door and he assumed the position.
Well, here's the thing. Let me show you. It's like, you go to shake hands. Come over here and act like you're going to shake hands with me.
Okay, I don't want to do any hugging, though, or anything like that.
Wait, no, just stay right there. You can stay there. I'll just show you from this vantage point. It's like you go to shake hands and you go. It's like the arms were kind of
apart?
More apart than they should have been.
Do you think maybe because he was all hepped up that he was planning himself in a position that maybe he wanted to hug you?
Well, Mike, that way. You know what I mean.
You're a huggable guy, you know.
I'm Buzz's friend and all, but you know,
when everybody gets hepped up, everybody wants to hug you.
Well, sorry, all you hepped up on goofballs. Sorry about that.
So, did he go for you? Did he lean? Did he lean or lunge?
But as I was leaving,
Please hold me.
This happened when I was walking into his house. As I was leaving,
right?
You know, again on eternity, I said, you know, and I was really speaking from the heart. I said, you know, we're so glad that you're doing better.
Right,
you know,
right.
I'm so glad you're okay.
That's the truth.
And we shook hands. And again, there was that moment when it was like, you know, I thought that's what he wanted, but I went, I'm a guy. He's a guy. He got half a stomach. I was afraid.
You know, he's so private.
Afraid to hug the man.
I want to ask him about this, and I want to know if he did want the hug, because if he had...
think he did.
If he had gone for it, you would have...
Sorry to say that I did not reciprocate.
But if he had been more assertive with the, you know, maybe if you'd been a little more hepped up and he'd really gone for the hug, you would have acquiesced. You would have given him a hug back.
Well, see, the first hug that I thought was coming my way was when I arrived, when maybe the goofballs were dwindling on him.
Sure.
See, what my point is that he wanted a hug when I first arrived.
Right.
And I thought he wanted a hug when I was leaving after he'd already had his goofballs.
So you thought he really wanted the hug then?
Right.
Well, you know, that happens to people all the time when you go for a hug or a kiss with a woman and it's not meant to be, and, you know, you feel awkward because she all of a sudden freezes in an awkward position.
Well,
and
listen, if it's a girl, if it's a woman, you know, a lot of times you can do that thing where you turn your cheek.
Right.
You know, say like, give me an aunt kiss, unless you have an aunt like mine, like Auntie Lola, who French kissed me in my grandma's cupboard when I was just like 10 and 11 years old.
Right, exactly.
But with a guy,
it's more difficult.
Tough to block that move. All right, so Buzz is doing great.
Good.
And, you know, who knows, maybe the line will be working today, and we'll actually be able to speak with him from his home. I also saw the layout.
Once again, of at home, the way it's laid out for him?
Yeah, and just, you know, one thing to Buzz and to his wife, Marcia.
Yes.
Makes me uncomfortable to see that naked picture of his wife in their bedroom. I mean,
still up there. The oil painting.
He knew I was coming over. Yet the picture was there. I arrived.
You didn't put the trash bags over the top of it?
No, I arrived, and I had just had one of those big-ass quart bottles of water on the drive over.
Right.
So the first thing I had to do was take a leak. I said, "Oh, God, I really got to pee." He said, "Well, go right ahead." And I walked in, and as I'm standing there doing my business, I realized there's another naked picture of her in the bathroom.
A photograph, or is it a painting?
Well, no, it's photograph, and it's not a total nude.
There's a photo of her?
Well, she's in the shower, and it's a shot like from here up.
Can you see her breasts?
No, it stops right before her breasts, and superimposed over it, you know that M that Mary Tyler Moore had on her wall?
Yeah.
There's an M, I guess, for Marcia.
And it's in the bathroom.
It's right at eye level as you're standing there doing your business.
I'd feel very... So if you're a man and you're standing up and you're facing the back of the toy,
you're looking at
Marcia in the shower,
Buzz's wife, right there to your left.
Wow.
But I didn't say anything to him about it. I mean, you know, what am I supposed to do? Say, listen, make sure when I come over that you drape over all the naked pictures of your wife that you have around.
Then they'd say, why? Why? That's not necessary. You know, they're hippies and all. There's no need for that.
I know. And he's never had a problem. She's never had a problem. The first time I walked into their bedroom and I saw that picture, I swear to God, I went, whoa! I said, oh, you got a picture in there that I know you don't want me to see.
Now, the one, since we're talking about it, and we've talked about it for years, but I always have to refresh my memory. The picture is actually...
an oil painting.
Of a full nude, like her standing up?
Standing in front of, like, a stream or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Standing up?
Mm-hmm.
Arbusto?
Yes, with everything left in.
Okay.
And nothing left out.
All of it, with everything left in and nothing left out.
Oh, listen, let me just go in.
All right. In living color.
All right. Let's see if he's all hepped up on his goofballs. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, see, he's got the show on there. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, hi, Don and Mike. How are you?
You know what? From Buzz's bed?
Yes.
He has the total vantage. He's got over to his left, he's got the TV.
Right.
More directly to his left, he's got all of his stereo junk hooked up there.
Right.
To his right, he has an arsenal of remote controls. He's got two separate telephones.
Oh, there you go.
He's got his computer.
Right.
He's got his walkie-talkies. He's got his police scanners.
He's never going to want to come back to work.
It's the command center. I'm ready to go. I think I'll be ready Monday. I think I'll be ready with some news for you on Monday.
Great. Listen, have they been by to put the wires in your house and stuff?
The wire is in. The microphone and stuff are not quite here yet, but I understand they're on their way, so I'm pretty excited about that.
All right, good. Listen, tell me something.
What?
What, did you want a hug today?
No. Listen, I got to tell you about that. First of all, a hug would have injured me because my belly is real tender, and so...
What did I tell you, Mike?
Hugs would just be out of the question.
His stomach.
However...
Yeah, but Buzz, just clear it up for our listening...
Felt this connection.
Buzz, clear it up for our listening audience right now that half of your stomach is not missing.
I'm sorry, Mike, I can't quite hear you.
Maybe the phone's not. Maybe the phone's not.
Try that.
Now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now you can hear me?
Yes.
We clear up for our audience, Buzz, that half of your stomach is not missing.
No, all of my stomach is intact. I do have, I do have a big hole in my gut, but that's not my stomach.
Gut? Stomach?
There you go.
This has been the constant conversation with Buzz even before he went into the hospital.
Sure, gut,
remember?
stomach, butt, whatever.
Remember, it's the gut, not the butt. That's what Buzz had said for a long time.
And I was right.
So listen, you didn't want a hug today.
I always want a hug, but today would have been a bad day because my belly hurts.
Oh, your belly's hurting?
Yeah. But see, if I wanted a hug, that shouldn't frighten you.
Well, it does, Buzz, because we're both men.
Yeah, well, no,
you know what I mean.
I understand that, but we're close men.
Yes, I know we are. And listen, I was almost there. I'm glad. You know what? Now that I hear that, I'm glad that I didn't step forward.
Yeah.
You and I have hugged before. In the old days, we hugged a lot.
I know we did.
We'd get all liquored up every year at the Christmas party.
That was different, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We don't hug anymore.
Yeah.
We're beyond that. We're beyond that now.
I wasn't all drunk this morning at 9 o'clock when I went over to Buzz's house, like I was every time that I've hugged you, Mike.
And I would have taken down, by the way, I would have taken down that picture, but no heavy lifting. And since it's life-size.
Life-size.
Yeah. Right. Oh, it is.
Oh, wow.
It is.
I can't do any heavy lifting.
Man, you sound good, though. You sound in good spirits.
That's because I'm laying down. But yes, I feel very good.
Yeah. He's back to being the old Buzz. Hey, describe that. Did I describe the outfit that you had on correctly?
I couldn't believe what a good job you did of describing the outfit. Yeah. And, hey, let's sweat to the oldies.
Is it a special outfit for a man in your condition, or is it something where you just got it down at the Sports Authority?
I don't even know where I got this, but it's a good thing I have it because between this and the hospital gown, those are my only two choices right now.
Oh, hey, listen, Buzz told me a funny story. That, he gets up to walk every once in a while.
Right.
But unfortunately, it's when his body is willing. Mm-hmm. So the other night, it was like midnight, and he woke up, and for whatever reason, because, he's always high on goofballs, it's like his sleeping schedule's upside down.
Right.
He wakes up, and he wants to take a walk, and it's midnight, right?
Right.
Well, Buzz, you're on the telephone. Why, you tell him.
So I put on my hospital gown and my little shoes, and I go out and go for a walk along the lighted sidewalk where I live, and a sheriff's patrolman comes along.
Were you wearing your hospital gown?
I was wearing nothing but my hospital gown and my little shoes.
And those shoes and his cane. Okay, so he's out for a walk, hospital gown with the back flying wide open.
Yeah.
Was your butt like flapping in the breeze?
No, it's one of those. I'm proud to say it's one of those wrap-around.
Oh, very good. Okay, but you're in a hospital gown, and it's midnight, and you're walking on the sidewalk.
I look like Captain of the Dream Team.
You remember that movie?
Yeah.
And the patrolman came by?
Right, yeah, and I don't know if it's to his credit or not that he didn't stop me. He had no questions for the wandering man in the hospital gown.
At midnight.
Right.
Walking around with the stick.
It was the cane. It was probably the cane that did that, That's what probably kept him going.
Yeah, I would have fended him off with that.
Well, listen, you big galoot, we're glad you're feeling better. How'd the doctor appointment go today?
Very good, very good. I'm going to have another surgery in 3 months, so this will be very exciting.
Oh, really? Is that when they put everything back together?
Yeah, exactly. So, but I'm recovering very well, and things are great. I in that sense, I couldn't be happier. And again, thanks to everybody.
Oh, beautiful. All right, man. Well, listen, we look forward to if that line gets hooked up today.
Yeah.
Call us and we can test it out.
That'd be great. I know you've got a big day today.
Oh yeah,
we sure do.
Oh, but listen, here's the best thing. Everybody listens to the show. When I was leaving today, one of the last things Buzz said to me, when I thought he was really saying, hug me, hug me, hug me.
Right.
What he really did say is, I can't wait to get back on the show. And he said, I don't mean just doing the news. I want to be here for the whole show, do the whole show from his bed.
Oh, that's wonderful, Buzz.
Yeah.
We miss you, man. Not having that studio. It's going to be great having you, on the line with us with a microphone in your house. But I'll tell you, we still look over there every day. We look through your little cubicle window, and not having you there, it's tough. And we can't wait till you get back.
Yeah,
here.
we miss you.
You need to do what they do on CNN: get a photograph and just write by telephone or something underneath.
All right. Well, listen. Enjoy those goofballs.
I will.
And we will talk to you later.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right. Bye, Buzz.
Bye.
See? He's doing so much better.
Yeah, he sounds great. He said that's a pretty funny picture. Him at midnight walking along the sidewalk of his little complex there. Oh, hello, officer. I'm just stretching my legs.
I was amazed when he got up to answer the door today, and he was walking around and stuff. Now, while he was walking around, it was obviously he was in some pain, and he had to lay down right away.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I thought the other instinct to sit at the foot of his bed. When I decided instead that I would sit by the computer terminal.
Did you sit or did you stand?
I sat. Well, I was there for a long time. Started standing.
You're there for a long time,
I was
Joe.
there for a long time.
Me so honey.
I love you long time, Buzz. Well, joining us now is in just a few weeks.
We got married in 81.
Right, and this is 98.
Okay, well, okay. It
17.
seems like more.
Yeah, I know it does.
Okay, boo-boo.
Listen, I got a letter for you. I know you left before the mail came.
Yeah.
And I wanted to share with you the very first letter that we've received from our son in camp.
Oh, good. I know he's always very excited to communicate with you guys when he's away.
Not.
No, he hates
No,
it.
he's not. Keep in mind that we've sent him junk every day. We've sent him letters.
Right, please write. And you say please write every time, right?
and packages and stuff. My wife, such a good mom, she not only gave him pre-printed envelopes with our name and address and stamps, she even sent him this. Look at, you remember these old pieces of stationery with our old Don and Mike logo on top of it?
Yes, there it is. All right, I love it. My Juan Valdez. There we are.
All right, so here is the letter, okay? It says, "Hey, Mom and Dad, camp was great for my first day. After you left, I hung around, had dinner, pork chops and chicken fingers, and hung around. I just got in from Ultimate Frisbee. I scored. It was awesome. Oh, well, I hope this is the kind of letter you want. Love ya, Bart. P.S. I had sex."
He's got his daddy's sense of humor. Oh,
and look at that. It says, even looks funny the way he wrote it. P.S. I had sex, period.
That's not funny.
He does have the gift. He has the gift of the humor.
And wait a minute, I got to show you something else. He's looking in some magazine, and he found a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was in junior high, 4'2" and 70 pounds. Please, this is not a gag picture. It's a real picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger in junior high.
Oh, wow.
Now, where he came up with that, I don't know.
How are you?
Hey, that's funny.
My God, his dream to go to the United States one day and get an autograph from one of the Kennedys. That's
Freeze. And now he gets an autograph from a Kennedy every night.
You bet he does. Hi. How are you?
She got the Vish jaw that Maria Shriver does.
Well, she's doing that Skeletor thing that all those Kennedy women do.
Honey, please tell our partners in the power wash that did I ever tell you who borrowed the power wash that I paid half for and didn't even know about it? It was our neighbor, Bunny.
Yeah.
Her dentist.
Yeah.
Oh, she loaned it to a dentist?
Right.
Oh, my God. That's the worst kind of person you can lend it to.
You haven't tried it, though, boo-boo, have you?
No, I didn't try it. I just
good.
put it in the garage today when he brought it over.
You've never used it?
Never.
Oh, my God.
No,
Are you
I
going to
used
go nuts when you... Don't you agree, Frida, that he will go nuts when he tries it for the first time?
I think it'd be dangerous in his hand.
Yeah, I do, too, but he will love it. The power.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Who knew it was that big and that bulky? And I mean, it's a big, heavy unit.
Got the wheels on it? Yeah, I've got one, and I love mine. I
don't think it has wheels on it.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, really?
Because it's so heavy, you got to wheel it. You got to have wheels on it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just lifted the whole box and carried it around.
You can't wheel it when it's inside a box. See, this is why you can't use power tools, my boo-boo.
Honey, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to be a king of it.
You going to use it on the grill?
Yes, I'm going to use it on the drill. I'm going to use it on the deck.
Yeah.
You'll take, I'll call the painters.
I'm going to use it on the side of the house. I'm going to use it everywhere.
Don't make me paint the house, my boo-boo.
Oh, honey, come on. Knock it off.
Really?
It'll take, seriously, it will go down through 2 coats of paint. It will go right.
Right.
If you have it on the wrong setting, it will cut. It will actually cut wood.
All
you
right.
can write your name on the house with it.
And perhaps I will.
It's great. So much fun.
Perhaps I will, honey.
Yeah.
But listen, I won't do anything until you're around, okay?
All right.
If that makes you feel any better.
Okay, until and make sure the dogs are inside.
I tell you what, in return, here's what I would like in return.
And you have hard shoes on. Okay.
Here's all that I ask. In return, that now for the next couple of weeks when Bart is still away at camp, if you would just stop giving
breakfast and all that, and that's her hours. So she comes back invigorated, and I don't get I get the looks for the variety of other reasons. I call her the woman of 1,000 faces.
But is that a deal then?
Well, you say I guilt you into it.
No, I mean, obviously you haven't guilted me into it because I haven't done it, but I want the process to stop.
Just for my having the honor of watching you use the power washer? No, I don't think so.
All right, then I guess I'm going to have to fire that baby up.
All right.
Okay.
And if you won't walk with me, then I've got to get a better trade-off than that. Or else.
Honey, listen, can I ask you a serious question?
Yes.
What is the big deal about going for a walk together?
Why do I want you? And it's basically what you're saying. Because you went on a walk with me one time, on which you checked your watch every 2 minutes, and you smoked a cigar, and you got halfway, and you turned around. It was not a beautiful.
Right, well, here's the deal. She says, let's go for a walk. And I said, that's good. How about this? I would just set up parameters.
No, how about this?
I set up parameters. I said, I'll go for a walk with you for 30 minutes. So we were out for a walk, and 15 minutes into the walk, I said, time to turn around and go back home now.
You were watching your watch the whole time.
Because the other 15 minutes is the way back, and by that time it's a half-hour walk.
Right. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind spending time with my wife. I love spending time with my wife, and I talk with her all the time. It's just this whole walking thing is putting undue pressure on us.
You know, Boo-Boo, we do have a good relationship, but we do not talk all the time. We talk very little.
Really? I'd like to know what it would be like if we talked very little. Because it seems to me we talk all the time.
Well, it's interesting the way two people can be in the same relationship and have a totally different perception. Now, luckily for me and you, I don't need to talk that.
You mean I don't? Come on. You know that I talk with you about junk that you want to talk about. You know what I mean. I didn't mean that bad. I mean
Ladies and gentlemen, they've been married for 17 years.
I don't bore you with all my stuff. I talk about that with girls.
Oh, not much.
No, I just give you the tip of the iceberg. You should be with me and a girlfriend for a day, and then you.
Oh, a dream. Could it be your friend Toby?
It could be any friend you choose.
My wife has some very special friends.
Does she really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
One of them called today. You know, I hate it when they call and you're not around. Mm-hmm. I don't know even which one it was.
And then do they feel obligated to talk to you?
Because it's so painfully obvious that they really don't want to speak to you
Right.
at
It's
all.
like, but at first, when they think she's there, I pick up and I go, hello, and they go, hey, this is Barbara, whatever her name is. She goes, how are you? I go, oh, I'm doing great. How are you? She goes, I'm great. Is Frida there? And I say, no, I'm sorry, she's not there. And then right away,
yeah, the mood declines.
Oh, but they all want to go to lunch with you, and they all want to go to dinner with you.
And I've heard wonderful things about how, and this has increased over, I'd say, the past year, how charming you are to my friends. I never
Honey, I am.
That. I never used to hear that, and now I hear that all the time.
Hey, that's great. That means you're making a real effort.
And from strangers.
That means I'm faking it.
And people that aren't even friends, close friends, like my piano teacher, and just how charming you are.
Well,
she's
a nice lady.
I have to say something that my wife has also commented on how you have been much less businesslike when you have called to speak with me, and you have actually been, I think the word might have been charming.
Really?
I swear to God.
Really?
She actually, and now that Frida brought that up.
It's an act with her, too.
I remembered it from last week when you called for some reason and I wasn't there. She said that. So you must be doing it with everybody now.
Yeah. Awesome.
That'll end now.
You have changed from Charlie Broyhill to just, this charming Cary Grant kind
Great.
of guy.
I'm so glad to hear that. If we could just drop the walk thing, I'm there. I'm your man.
But I see the real thing. I don't get the charming, the fake one.
Right.
So
That's
I
right.
don't get the real.
I love you enough to be honest with you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for
Hey,
that.
that's the truth.
All right, boo-boo.
Okay. All right.
I love you.
I love you, too, and I will see you tonight. And listen, I'm never going to our post office again. That's the last thing that I want to discuss. The post office in the town that we live in, it is like Mayberry, and I hate it.
Are they friendly?
Yes, they're very friendly.
They're too friendly.
Oh, all right, I understand.
Okay, I'm in there because Bart's away at camp. I'm mailing him stuff all the time. And, you got to wait in line with old people that are buying stamps. And there's a woman in front of me that wants to send something airmail.
Everybody's chatting.
She changes her mind about it. She says, oh, yes, well, that's my son that's living in Italy now. And the guy behind the counter, obviously... He's just waiting until it's time to climb up on the roof and start shooting people. He's in no rush to move the conversation along. And then he says, that'll be $20. And she says, oh, can I write a check? And then she got to go through her bag. drag. And
So it's just too sluggish in there.
It's friendly, it's slow, it's relaxed. Boo-boo, you just got to stop
Honey.
and smell the roses. You're not living in New York City or...
New York City! Really, every time I've been to the post office this week, it has been a bad experience for me. Every time.
No, you just have to slow down, my boo-boo.
Slow down.
Don't be so type A.
Slow down. You move too fast.
It stinks. I wish they'd put in an automated post office,
And it would help.
like they do in other major metropolitan areas.
If you'd learn to go on walks and then realize the beauty that is around
Ugh.
and just
Listen,
appreciate
there is nothing more boring than nature. All right? Listen, I'll watch the Discovery Channel if I want to find out about nature.
Yeah, the nature you want is like, two beetles chewing each other's heads off.
Oh, that's good, Mike.
That's good nature.
Yes.
You could see that on a walk.
No.
Oh, you can see, but not with the great camera angles that you see like on the Learning Channel.
You could see it live and in person. It would be like front row seats to one of those catastrophe movies you watch.
And here, this would be my last
I saw our
thought.
dog chew up a frog last night. Now that was like that decapitation movie you saw. Only it was live and right there. I had to pull him off it. I was a part of it. It was exciting.
I almost squashed a frog the other night. My wife stopped me. Hey, when we were out on a walk. Remember when we were walking from the
driveway?
We were walking from my car up the driveway to our front porch.
Right.
Walking, right, enjoying ourselves, enjoying nature. I almost squashed a frog.
Yeah, you gave.
But then I was talked out of it.
Yeah, and I said, leave him alone. And you said, I just wanted to help him move out of the way.
You guys got to move. You guys have to move out to the country. You know what happened last night? My wife was driving into the driveway at night and was dive bombed by a bat, and the bat died. The bat died on the windshield.
Really?
Just came straight down and was sitting there. We didn't know whether it was dead or not because it was motionless, but we weren't sure whether it was just catching a breather. And the bat was there where the windshield wipers were, just kind of sitting. And then I decided I'd take charge, so I told Laura to go out and get it off the car with a stick. And it was dead. It was dead. But it was a perfect little bat.
Well, I got a pith helmet you could wear for occasions like that if you like, Mike.
All right, honey, love you.
All right, I love you too.
Love you. I'll see you tonight.
Goodbye.
All right, goodbye.
So you won't be going on a walk anytime soon?
No.
But are you going to use the power washer this weekend? I mean,
yes, and that I promise you.
Okay, I just can't wait to hear about it.
I might have to do it with Mommy watching me, but yes, I will. Looks like fun. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh.
Turn that down, please.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Turn the radio down, man. Hey, I've been listening to your show for a long time, man. Just want to say you guys got a great 2 weeks going on here.
All right. Hey, take care, buddy. God bless you, man.
What do I need to do to get my mortgage paid for a month?
Well, right now you are screwed.
I'm just totally screwed?
Right now you're screwed, blue,
and tattooed.
I got one thing I want to tell my buddy Jim.
Because the contest is over. We're going to start giving away the money in just a second. Yes, what was that, sir?
Oh, that was, I wanted to know if he knew the definition of eternity.
What is the definition of eternity?
It's the time between him coming and her going.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Got that?
Thank you.
Right, got that.
Thanks so much.
Right, hello, Donna Mike Show. That was Funnyman calling the show.
Funnyman with the very loud radio.
Hello. Hello, Donna Mike.
Yeah, Funnyman is contagious. See, all the other callers get poisoned by Funnyman.
Hello.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Buddy.
Love you guys. We're from Albuquerque.
Thanks.
You're talking about Maria Shriver's jaw?
Oh, her chin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, Jay Leno laughs. Mm-hmm. Jay Leno gets a big laugh every night about Maria Shriver's chin.
What it is I think it's only in the Kennedy women that the head at a certain point stops growing, but their teeth continue to grow until they're 80.
Well, I had this idea. I'm an idea man.
Right.
Tony Robbins and Maria Shriver start a race of equestrian people.
Listen, Tony Robbins got Devish teeth.
Oh, unbelievable teeth.
Huge choppers. You know, John Elway laughs at Tony Robbins' teeth.
You get Tony Robbins together with Maria Shriver, and then you have that guy, Kevin, that Matt Dillon played in Something About Mary.
And Tom Petty.
Tom Petty, all the big teeth people.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, I'm just giving you guys a ring. There was a shooting at the U.S. Capitol, and they're covering it live right now on Channel 7. And after all your effort, I'm just hoping that doesn't ruin.
Oh, I hope that doesn't screw up our wedding coverage today.
Oh,
it just happened at the Capitol. There's two or three people shot, and they got the gunman also.
Oh, well, if they got him, then the story's over.
Oh, man.
Thank
oh,
you.
well, good
All
luck.
right, thanks.
All right.
Now, you know, they always need their puff piece. They always need their human interest piece, no matter how much death and destruction. This will be the perfect balance. Well, it wasn't all shootings at the Capitol today. A local DJ.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. You're absolutely right about that. Hello.
Yes, hi there.
Hi there.
I just wanted to make one comment.
What?
Women are like pianos.
All right, should I ask him why?
When they're not upright, they're grand.
All right, and you are a dickweed.
That's two, like, lousy, ancient jokes in a row.
What do you think of that? Okay, let's give away some money. No, let's do a commercial set. Then let's give away some money. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
You do not use a man's pitching wedge to hit clumps of mud.
It's not mud, Dad. It's dog doo.
Broadcasting from between two pillows, the Don and Mike Show.
Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara right here on Wedding Friday from WJFK.
Yeah.
In Washington, D.C. Thanks for listening to our satellite-delivered show on the Westwood One Network all day. Oxnard / Ventura, California. That's the closest we'll get to L.A. KTRO. That's our station out there. Las Vegas, 105.1 KVBC. And thanks for listening all the way in Burlington, Vermont, 96.7 FM WXPS.
Oh, it's a big day at the old ranch.
You know, I'm not fond of saying I told you so.
You can do it on this one because you were right about this.
Yes, Charlie? She here?
Yes, she is. I was just going to position this for her.
We have a mystery guest that's about to walk into the studio.
I told you. She know we're going to yell at her if she comes in?
She's ready for it.
She's ready for it?
All right.
All right.
No, and it's not the one from yesterday. It's not Tracy. And it's not Christy.
It's the original.
I told you Susan would be back.
She's back, and she's here for what reason we do not know.
A couple of days ago, I said I wouldn't be surprised if before this all ends, we hear from her. Now, I didn't think she'd come down. And, you know, she's got some nerve coming down here after everything she started.
Yeah, she started the whole thing. I don't know why she's here, but she's here.
Me either.
She's here with, we've got our final couple already paired off, and it's all taken care of.
If she thinks she's getting on TV now, she's got another thing coming today, right?
I want to be on TV.
What, Susan?
You don't want to be on TV.
Yeah,
good. Now, why are you? Oh, and she has a beer in her hand.
Why are you here, Susan?
Okay. I'm here because I felt really, really responsible for this whole thing.
Good.
And I wasn't going to let you down, bottom line. And
bull ass, you're not going to let us down.
Here I am.
Well, no, it's all done. You let us down like when we were going to have the wedding.
Yeah,
you're
I
here.
understand. No, I understand that. But, I mean, as of yesterday when I made the decision, bottom line, to come in.
Is that the first beer you've had, Susan? Is that the first beer, or is it one of many? I get the impression.
This would be the first one.
The first one, okay.
Yes. But,
just checking.
Yeah.
All right, well, you say you made the decision to come down yesterday.
I did.
Right. Who'd you tell that decision to?
Charlie.
Oh, to Charlie. Did Charlie know you're coming down today? Oh, that rat, so he didn't tell me.
Oh, Charlie knew.
I guess he didn't want to ruin the surprise for me.
The wonderful
Seeing you
surprise.
again, Susan. Oh, Susan, you're bad. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Right.
Get out of here. Go on.
We're pissed at you.
Leave.
Come on, get out of here.
You know, what do you do? Have a fight with that boyfriend of yours again? Decide to come back down?
Bye, Susan.
Bye. Got her beer, though. She got one of Jim's beers. Keep her away from Jim. Keep her away from Jim.
I don't want that woman anywhere near today's wedding proceedings.
That woman is poison.
She couldn't help herself, could she?
I know. She wants to be part of it.
She's wearing her lime green dress again.
Technically, unlike all the other women, she did start it. She is legitimate in that, but keep her away from Jim.
And she's got the balls to come in here and say, well, I couldn't let you down.
Like, what? You let us down about what?
You let us down last week when you decided you didn't want to go through with this whole cockamamie idea.
For cockamamie.
Idea. Cockamamie. For cockamamie. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
And here she is. Didn't want to let us down. That doesn't make any sense to me. I didn't want to let you. Already did let us down. It's official.
I know exactly what it is. What it is that she liked it until the spotlights got a little too bright for her, and then she
backed
panicked.
out, right?
Then she panicked. But then she saw, as easily as she walked into the spotlight,
yes,
someone else walked into the spotlight.
She was gone.
Right.
The 15 minutes of fame. She wanted to stretch it to a whole half hour.
Do that stretching somewhere else, Susan.
Not on our time. Have her leave the building.
Hey, not unless you would like to marry Charles Rossi today.
That's right.
Because I've just gotten the disturbing news that Charles Rossi is not out of the competition, Mike. He's
on his way.
Yes, he's on his way.
He's on his way down. He wanted to marry Susan originally.
That was some bad information that we received.
Does Susan want to marry? Does she want to marry Charlie Rossi?
Oh, I would. You know, if she said yes, I wouldn't believe her at this point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't believe her.
They'd have to get a license. Time is running out here.
You know, we're very close to the courthouse here.
We really are, and we've got that connection over there.
I don't know if I'd wish that even on Charlie Rossi, though.
No, I think they might be made for each other.
Well, has she been escorted out yet?
I don't think so. Does she want to marry Charlie Rossi?
Okay, well, we'll take a call. We're waiting for the answer. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don and Mike.
How fast our emotions turn on this show?
It's true.
Hate, love. Hello.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hi there.
Hi, I'm a classmate of your intern, Lewis.
Oh. Oh, listen, I got some assignments for Lewis this weekend.
That's what he said. But he had actually read a letter to me, and I was wondering if you guys had gotten to that yet.
You know what? I haven't read his letter to us yet. It's pretty psychotic. Oh, hi, Robbie.
Through the fumes of the Heineken, I was able to determine from her that she does not want to marry Charlie Rossi, but she will stand up for our bride.
No thanks.
All right.
Don't do us any favors.
Tell her, bing, Amscray.
Escort her out?
Yes, please do, Rob.
Yes.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, we can watch that. Have her leave the building.
Take her by the arm, Rob.
Get her out.
And walk her out.
Absolutely.
You know, what were you calling him? Oh, Lewis.
Lewis.
We have a psychotic letter from Lewis, and, I don't know if we're going to get to it today. If not today, it'll be on an episode very soon.
Oh, okay. Did you take note of the little drawing of how much he loves you guys?
I took note of a lot of things in Lewis's 3-page letter to us. Listen, here's what he's doing this weekend.
Was it like the china in the bird cage? Is that the kind of drawing that he did?
It was a little heart and a little guy coming out of the little heart.
Right.
Lewis this weekend is going to Salisbury, Maryland to play in the Michael Bolton celebrity softball game. All right, good for you, Rob.
Rob is now escorting Susan from the building.
Catch?
What?
Is it fast pitch softball and he's the catcher? No equipment?
I don't know exactly what Lewis is going to be doing. I do know that he's going to be interviewing Michael Bolton and other cheesy celebrities. And then on Sunday, Lewis, with the same tape recorder, will be in Baltimore for the opening of their Planet Hollywood.
Trying to find Bruce Willis.
Now, here's what
He's going to get beat up.
Here's what we have written down for Lewis. First off, to all celebrities, Michael Bolton, whoever it is. Hello, my name is Lewis. This is Tape for Broadcast. The first question will be, is Michael Bolton the prettiest man you've ever seen? All right, good. The second question, are you familiar with Gentleman's Relish?
I love it.
Third question, have you seen the videotaped Banned in America?
Okay, that's a good one. That was a big part of the show this week.
Next question, final question. Do you find me annoying?
That's a perfect series of questions for Lewis.
And then when he finally does find Bruce Willis, and even if he can't get up close to him, if he's standing 100 or so yards away from him, he'll be able to scream out, attention, attention, Nils is dead. I repeat, Nils is dead, F-head. So's his pal, and those 4 guys from the East German All-Stars. Your boys down at the bank, they're going to be a little late.
There you go, bravo.
So, on Monday's show, we'll have tape from Lewis from both of his star-studded appearances this weekend.
And it's all written down for him so he doesn't screw it up.
Right, like he hasn't done that before.
Yeah, really.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Did you guys hear about the gunshots at the Capitol?
Yes.
Well, what happened?
Do you really talk like this?
Sometimes.
Come on, talk with your real voice.
I'm serious.
Did you hear about the gunshots at the Capitol?
I'm serious.
I'm very serious.
This is the IDN.
You guys be nice.
Be nice.
That would be INN.
Be nice.
The Idiot News Network.
Did you hear about the
Chicago. That tunnelin' town.
But what happened?
I don't know. Go buy a newspaper.
I'm serious.
You know what I'm saying? My newsman is sick at home with a bad stomach and colon. I don't know what's happening in the world.
Turn on the TV.
Did anybody get hurt?
What did we tell you? What did we just tell you?
I don't know.
Are you a real dumb guy or a phony dumb guy? I'm banking on a phony dumb guy.
I think real.
You think real?
I think real.
Are you a real dumb guy or a phony dumb guy?
What do you mean?
Are you pretending to be stupid and slow and oafish?
No, but I am. You guys are being mean. I'm going to go now.
See, I think he was real.
We'll never know.
He was a really dumb guy. I wish he had been at the Capitol today.
Oh, God.
I don't even know who was shot at the Capitol today. Hello?
Hello.
I don't even know who was shot at the Capitol
I don't
today.
even have an opinion.
Hello? Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don.
True Dad. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Don. How you doing?
Great, thanks.
Listen, I'm calling talking about that high pressure you got.
High-pressure hose?
Yes.
Oh, you mean the high-pressure washer?
Washer, right. I used to own a business like that.
Yeah.
And you got to be careful with it because it can cut you.
Yeah, it can cut you. If you have it on that right setting, 2200 PSI can actually tear flesh.
Yeah, baby.
Right, because mine used to go up to 3,000. I used to do houses and decks and stuff like that.
3,000 PSI.
Oh, it's awesome.
That must be absolutely incredible. You could just carve through paint on a car.
Exactly.
Incredible.
Cool. I'll have some fun with it this weekend.
You'll have a blast.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. I don't think that those are meant like for recreation and enjoyment.
First time I got that thing in my hands, it really, it's exhilarating because you can do so many things. And I tried it on the deck too, and I had it on the wrong setting, and it bored into the wood.
Really?
And it went right down to the white wood. You know, it was pretty incredible.
Cool.
Yeah, and I was aroused.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Donald Mike.
Yeah, I'm planning on operating in the nude.
Yeah, that's even better. But be careful where you point that sprayer.
I'm thinking about having the sprayer right between my legs.
Yeah, if you do that, you be very careful because that'll take your appendage clean off.
Hello.
Hey, Donald Mike.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm listening from Yuba City, and I was wondering if you said something about the wedding being on Extra.
Yes, they're coming down to film it today, and so is CNN and a whole bunch of other channels.
Do you know when or if that'll be posted up here? I'm about 20 miles north of Woodland or so.
Don't know, my friend.
I appreciate it.
Don't know. Thanks, though.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. You know, we never met a camera we don't like. Anybody comes by, we'll put on a show for you.
Yeah, we're hoes.
Hello.
Hi.
Don and Mike.
Hi. You hear about the guy who is on a roller coaster? He's American. He's in England. He's been on a roller coaster 33 days, and he doesn't want to get off because there's a guy in Canada doing it who's been on there for 31 straight days, and he's trying to set the world record. And it was on Nightside a couple nights ago, and he gets 5 minutes off each time. He sleeps there. He reads the paper. Really weird. I was cracking up the whole time, and they said the official rules allow him 5 minutes each time on and off.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys doing that now. I know there were disc jockeys in San Diego that were on a roller coaster like for 50 days in a row or something stupid like that.
I was cracking up. I said, this guy must be, these are Americans. This is how we're representing ourselves abroad.
I think he should do everything, though. No breaks. You know, they always get bathroom breaks. No bathroom breaks. That would be a real challenge. Can you imagine that if he's trying to go number 2? Well, he's at the top of that thing while it's going, you know, that metal sound as they're pulling him up there. That'd be the time you'd have to do it.
Hey, you know, when you said number 2, it made me think of this picture that we got in the mail today.
Oh my God, what a picture.
This guy sent us a letter. This guy from Northern California. He writes in the letter that he had been out fishing with some buddies.
Right.
And he was in the middle of a lake in a very isolated area, and he had to go number 2. So he jumped into the water and pulled down his pants and took a nice BM.
Oh, gross. To jump into the water to do it.
And as he was swimming back to the boat, it floated up next to him, and he wrote in the letter that as fast as he swam away, that it stayed right next to him. And his friends had a camera on the boat, and they took a picture of it.
Oh, and they sent it to us.
I mean, you know, did you see that movie Boogie Nights with Marky Mark?
Yeah.
You know that thing that he had
Yes.
on his on the front of his body?
That's exactly what I thought it was when you first showed it to me, and then on closer inspection, it was like, oh, God, no!
It's the grossest picture ever. I put it immediately up on the bulletin board in our office.
Yeah, it's a floater. A picture of his own floater that he did while he was out fishing.
Immediately.
Amazing.
That's a great picture. Rob, you should run up to the office on a break and take a look at it.
Healthy, though. It appears to be healthy.
Oh, yes, very healthy.
Not Tari.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike, I got something for you as far as gross emails. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but have you heard about the golfer that was eaten by the alligator in Florida? True story.
Really?
Yeah, they foursome were playing golf and apparently lost track of one of the guys they thought he played on, and they checked at the 19th hole later that day. He wasn't there. They called the police. They looked around.
Aren't there only 18 holes?
Yeah, when he said 19 hole, he meant the bar.
Oh,
That's
okay.
The bar.
All right.
Anyway, a couple days went by, and he was a missing person. They checked around the course, and apparently there was an old crocodile or alligator. I don't know the difference, but anyway, they someone listened to your show. Please send this, or you guys got to see this. Anyway, they found this alligator.
Is it on video?
It's on. There's a photo of it. They unzipped this alligator. They opened him up. They killed it, and this guy was inside of him.
Oh.
And
hey, cool. Yeah, someone should send us that picture. That would look nice.
Yeah,
up on the bulletin board next to the giant log of waste.
I think I still have it on my system. If I can print it up, I'll just shoot it to the mail. Shoot it in the mail to you
Put
guys.
that on Don Geronimo's wall of horror.
Please do. Thank you. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey, guys.
Buddy.
Picture that guy's talking about?
Yeah?
Oh, man. I saw that.
Is it awful?
The nastiest damn thing. Just imagine like a 6-foot guy inside of a area that's like, I don't know, 3 foot by 3 foot.
Oh, my God.
You know, the only thing I can think is that what was that movie with John Voight where he had the bad accent? Anaconda.
Anaconda, right.
Remember where he gets swallowed up by the thing and the thing actually spits him back out and he's got all the goo and stuff all over him?
I've played on many golf courses where these gators are absolutely huge. They are wild, and they, all they do is say, "Do not go looking for your ball."
Gator.
And
Jerry.
You see so many people that are out there with those little ball retriever things, and they're right along the shore line, and they can get eaten.
Well, yeah, send us that picture. We'd love to see that. If anybody's got the videotape, we'll watch it on the show. We never watched the Zapruder film.
No, we didn't.
Hello, Donna Mike. We got it right here, though. Digitally remastered. We could see, like, little chunks of brain.
Oh, God.
Coming towards you, hurling towards you. Hello?
Where can you get that tape at?
It's not a tape. It's a picture.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you. Bye. Hello, Donna Mike.
Hi, yeah. I wasn't sure if you guys knew this already, but they interrupted your program today a few minutes ago to talk about how a bunch of shots were fired over at the Capitol building.
Yeah, we've heard that. I'd like to know what station that we're on is so irresponsible that they broke into our show to make that announcement. What? Hello? Oh, we don't even know where they're from. Oh, that's too bad.
Man.
Don't ever interrupt our show unless it's really important.
So frustrating.
Hello?
Hello.
Don and Mike show.
Yeah, Don and Mike.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great.
I was calling because you were just talking about nasty things, and I was wondering if you saw the lady give a Monica to a horse.
Is that a movie? We may have seen that movie.
Yeah,
I think we did see that.
It's an internet movie.
Of course, it's an internet movie.
I think we saw it before it was an internet movie.
Yeah? So
I think we saw it when it was just an 8-track, a VHS movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because the one I saw had sound to it, and it was the most nastiest thing I've ever heard.
The most nastiest.
Thank you.
You could hear, like, the explosion.
That'll be on Fox. America's most nastiest videos.
Hello, Don and Mike. We got to stop taking these calls because we got to give away the money now. Mm-hmm. Hello, Don and Mike. Let's do that right now. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hi. You guys are talking about nasty things?
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
I work for a veterinarian out in California.
Yeah.
And I could tell you some stories about bodies in the freezer.
All right. Well, maybe you can save that for our special Christmas show.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
Please hold those thoughts.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. I wonder if she can't be the educated doctor, can she? She worked at the vets. There's pee over here.
All right, I don't know why everybody thinks we're interested in nasty calls. I mean, we are interested in nasty calls. But
yes, we've got nasty pictures, nasty videos. We've been on a crusade for that this week.
We've been on a nasty high this week.
Absolutely. Mr. Nasty. Your ears to the nasty. The stupid fresh thing.
I have your weather forecast. Hot. Senior Love Daddy. This is 108 FM, Brooklyn. Right? That's from a Spike Lee movie, isn't it?
Samuel L. Jackson.
This is Senior Love Daddy. All right, money time. Money time right now.
All right, all you people tonight, and I hate it when you tell the whole plot.
We've actually had the Veterans Administration contact me. They want to have counselors in our theaters.
Really?
Yeah, because people apparently have had such a reaction to this. And I haven't heard of this since.
Yeah, that's like when you go to Disneyland when they have the sign saying, if you have a heart condition, please don't go on this ride. They used to do that like when Halloween came out.
Like they're going to have a bunch of limp bodies coming off the ride.
This is a lot different. This is the most realistic, not that I've been in war, but it puts you there in what it must have been like in June of 1944 with the Normandy invasion.
I say you've been through a war. You were married to a woman who went lesbian on you and left you.
Are you obsessed with this?
Yes.
Is this an obsession with your life?
Yes.
That you have to bring this up every time?
Every time, Charlie.
God!
You're a veteran in my book, Charlie.
Yeah, you've been through a serious war.
I've been through hell.
Yeah, she dropped a bomb on you, that's for sure.
She did.
All right, listen, don't stay there. We will talk about that movie and all the other movie. The Tom Hanks movie. Listen, here's why I'm apprehensive about it. Anything that is rolled out with around the board, everybody's saying 4-star,
like Titanic,
life-changing, the most amazing movie. Right away, I think it's crap. Even if it's
very cynical about it.
Even if it's the best movie ever made. Plus, I've seen the ads.
And I dig that about you, man.
I've seen the ads.
What a load of crappy crap.
I've seen the ads with him sitting on the boats as they were about to go invade Omaha Beach.
Right.
And his facial expression is Forrest Gump.
Gump-esque.
You're right. It's like you're looking at Forrest Gump sitting on the boat.
The only thing that I think saved that when we were having that discussion yesterday is when we found out that Tom Hanks was not going to be playing like a sergeant or an infantryman, that he was going to play a fancy lad,
a lieutenant,
an officer.
No, he's not even a fancy lad. He is a common guy, an everyday guy who gets kind of thrown into this command position only because he's had a little bit of college and he has to lead this group first in the invasion.
You know what it is, I guess? I guess it's that I'm tired of seeing people like Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks on TV lecturing us about how we should see this movie because this movie is so important.
I agree with you there. You know, and I think that with Steven Spielberg and even Tom Hanks, they're assuming that people are younger than they are. There are a lot of people that are my age and a little older than me that have, parents and stuff that were in World War II. We don't need the lecture about you'll get the understanding. There's still a lot of people that have family members that can talk about this. I don't like the preachy crap. Why do they have to give us that?
However, my dad was in World War II, and he would occasionally talk about it. But until I think you see it sometimes, and you see it and you hear it, especially hearing it, how loud, just the carnage that was all around you.
What you're talking about is the preachy. Hey, you have to. We have to be aware of the sacrifice that was put forth.
Right.
And people have
Meanwhile, the sacrifice Steven Spielberg has made is, to be in a 30-foot trailer instead of a 20-foot trailer while they're making this movie.
Bingo. Here.
I will, though, give them this. I have a profound...
And why would that guy want to rape him? I've seen him doing all kinds of interviews this week, and that's what I keep wishing Matt Lauer or Jody Applegate will ask him about. I'm looking at him thinking, man, I don't care how hard up I was.
It's not about sex, Don. It's about power.
I guess
exactly
so. I guess so.
Sounds so weird talking about that in that particular instance.
All right, anyway, Charlie.
The thing about this movie, too, like I mentioned, my dad was in World War II. You only hear so much, and I have developed such a profound respect, more so for people who are in the military, and especially for people who have been in war because of this movie and the first 25 minutes and then the last 25 minutes of the movie. Those two will swing, Don, it'll swing you totally.
Okay.
Just the blood level, the gore. Picture so much blood that it looks like tomato sauce washing ashore on the beach with all these bodies lying around.
Well, you know what will get me in a theater, Charlie.
I figured for you that would do it. Watching heads get blown off, the limbs getting shot off, and then people walking around in a daze picking up their limb to continue marching. This has Don Geronimo written all over it.
Oh, well, I'm going to see it this weekend. I'm just
I hope so.
A little wary of all the hype about it. How many bagels would you give it?
How many bagels?
How many bagels?
The hell did bagel
How
come
many
from?
Frosted Cheerios are you
I don't know.
This?
How many dolls will you give it?
It's great.
How many dolls?
As many dolls as I can.
How many
G.I. action figures?
Yes, how many G.I. Joes? 4? You give 4 G.I. Joes.
4 G.I. Joes.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. All right, what else is new this weekend?
Mafia, if you want something a little lighter.
Okay.
Is Mafia any good? I mean, I've heard actually some good things. It doesn't
now,
have plot.
in the food chain of these type of movies, you have your top secrets, you have your airplane, you have your lower end, like he did one. Leslie Nielsen did one a year ago.
Oh, there was a takeoff on Die Hard. It was called Spy Hard.
I do like that clip that they show with Lloyd Bridges. When he puts the watermelon in his mouth.
Doing the Godfather scene.
That made me laugh because it's just stupid. But it's stupid, isn't it?
It's amazingly stupid. This movie, though, has basically no plot. It's a takeoff on the Godfather type movies. There's some Casino thrown in. There's some Goodfellas thrown in. But it's basically an hour and a half of skits. Of 6 or 7 minute skits.
More great skits. All right, how many dolls do you give that one?
I give that 2.5 dolls. In the food chain, it ranks a little higher than your Hot Shots and some of those. Not as good as Airplane or Top Secret.
All right, and is there a third this weekend?
There is one called Disturbing Behavior, and we can just let it lie.
Who stars in that?
Some chick from a WB program, Morgan Creek. That's not the one. Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek.
Mm-hmm. One of those pretty girls.
Let's talk about the Mary movie because we were just chatting about that, and it's not doing the kind of business that I would imagine that the funniest freaking movie that I've seen in 10 years would be doing.
This is I don't know how this works when they come out and they have a flat box office, relatively speaking, but it does endure as kind of a cult movie. Is this the kind of movie where they could re-release it again and if you didn't see it the first time?
No, it's called video at that point.
So it's dead.
No, it's not dead. The movie will do about 60, 65, 70 million dollars.
That's a shame. That's really one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
But it is so politically incorrect, and I think so many people have heard that it's gross. That's
funny, man.
It's funny, but a lot of people have heard this, and it has been a little bit of a turnoff. And the people that are going to see it, I think right now, if we were to go see it, we'd be the oldest people in the auditorium. It's a shame that just people.
That's all right with me. I don't care.
But you have such a big movie on. It's a shame that older people aren't going into to see it because it's funny as hell.
Older people can enjoy goo jokes.
Of course they can.
Enjoy jokes about retards. Charlie said that they just sent him
hair gel.
The promotional.
I have got so much hair gel that New Line sent me in little bottles and in individual squeeze packets.
Have you seen my baseball?
I seen your baseball.
All right.
So Saving Private Ryan, 4 dolls,
4 GI Joes,
Mafia.
We'll give it 2.5 sticks of dynamite, and disturbing behavior. We'll just let that lie.
Gotcha.
All right.
We'll get back to you on that Private Ryan movie.
All right. I hope so.
All right, Charlie. Are you ready to be the best man?
If that's what I'm told to do, then I guess that's what I have to do.
Good man.
You're dressed for it.
Oh, and Charlie, listen. Are you also ready to be the king of our Las Vegas style show next Wednesday night?
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. I have a birthday coming up on Sunday. I don't see a nude in here, but that's okay.
Well, excuse me.
Nude.
We didn't know it was your birthday. Would you like a nude? How would you like a 2-girl show?
Oh. Would you really?
Would you like that?
If everyone will participate,
Sure.
of course.
No, everyone won't participate.
Well, you know what I mean. But if I'm left alone, goodness knows what'll happen. But definitely,
you'll be in the hot seat like everybody is. Sure.
All right,
Screw it. I'm here.
All right, we'll work it out. Okay.
All right.
Get out now, Charlie, so we can do the rest of the show. Get out there and see what you have to do to be the best man in the wedding today.
Always hate to watch him drink from a straw.
He's wearing his soccer shorts today.
Yeah. Well, he's going to go bike riding later.
Charlie Stossel.
Chick flick.
We'll be right back.